Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1969 to 1972 Smith-Corona Galaxie Deluxe vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This is the left margin. I'm going to set that around 2 or 3 and the right one around 80. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip the switch back. It skips 2. One more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. Super reliable, and the print looks perfect. One of the most popular models during the golden era of Smith-Corona. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. I'm going to flip this down for now, put the color back on black. So this is one of the funnest typewriters you can get of all time, and one of the reasons is because it has a lot of cool functions like the power space, like a machine gun space, and it has changeable keys. 2 of them on the top corners here. This is a 1 and exclamation point, which most typewriters don't have traditionally. So this is a custom key, and you can buy these still on eBay. They don't make them anymore, but you can find them on eBay. And it comes with a kit with the top of the key top and the slug, and you can just tilt the slug and slides off. You don't have to be a technician to do that. So most typewriters, you have to hit the lowercase l for the 1, and for the exclamation point, it's Shift 8, which is the apostrophe, and then you backspace and do a period. The other custom one on this one is this is a common custom key. I think it came stock with these, the 1 and exclamation point and the plus and equal sign. But you can find, if you can find any custom key there, you can get pretty much anything like accent marks and all kinds of custom keys. This also has the ability to remove the platen, which is most typewriters very hard to do. It's definitely have to be a technician on most typewriters to do that. But you just lift up this panel here, and then you lift up this little lever, and it just pops right out like that. So you get in there, clean it out, or what you need to do, maintenance or whatnot, and it just snaps right back down like that. And then this panel clips back down like that. And the last cool function is the key down button. So if you have a key that's stuck, then you just push the key down button and it brings it down, so you don't have to go in there and touch it and get ink on your fingers. Backspace on the top left, very good. Tab on the top here. I've got tabs set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to go through and clear each one of those by hitting the clear button once you get to it. There we go. So now we don't have any tabs set, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle, so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear in your typewriter. And you can set as many tabs as you want in this model. Touch control on the left side here, low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys a bit harder for them to print, but they respond faster. So you just want to play with that to gauge what your preference is as far as touch control goes. On the right side of the carriage, right underneath the knob here, is the carriage lock. It releases the carriage and it locks it in the middle, so when you have it in the case, it protects the escapement, which is the mechanism that allows the typewriter carriage to move one space at a time when you type. If it's not protected, then, and if this thing bangs around, it can break that off, and that's a major operation that even technicians find hard to do. It's hard to do, plus it's hard to find parts sometimes for these. Carriage release on each side. This has the hard plastic carriage release levers, and they're getting old, so they break off all the time. So if you need a replacement, check my shop. I have the 3D printed replicas of these. They're really good condition. These are the originals on this one, but I have white and cream color available if you need one. Very smooth carriage. Very nice condition all the way around on this typewriter. If you push the button at the end of the left knob, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space, and the same concept with this lever on the inside here. Flip that down, disables the spacing. Flip it up, you get the clicks. One last thing on the keyboard is the margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release MR. It allows you to go all the way to the end. Very good. And also it has a page gauge. Common on this era of Smith-Corona typewriters. You want to set it's on the inside of the left here. You want to set it right below the 11. There's a notch there. When you load the page, and as you're feeding it through, it'll start to warn you on the left end side in red that you're getting close to the end of the page. That's 2 inches left, 1.5, 1 inch left, and that's the end of the page. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.